All right, welcome to Money Club Mondays, July 18th, 2022. So today's going to be all about bringing you some new deals that are about to hit the Private Money Club. So we have a couple of our VIP borrowers, John and Laurie Halter, have a brand new deal that we're going to be talking about today. We got another guy, another borrower, Greg Dale, that'll be joining us as long as he gets his tech issues out here in just a minute. And then Kian was just saying he's got some deals he's getting ready to post on Private Money Club later today. So if we have time, maybe Kian, we can talk about those deals real quick too as well. But John and Laurie, how are you guys? Nice to see you.
Hey, doing good. We're great. It's good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll see you in less than 2 weeks. So
yes.
The Buffalo, Money School event in Buffalo starting in, I don't know, 10, 12 days from now. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
All right. So just so everybody knows, like John and Laurie have been, around Money School and following, the stuff that we teach and working with Chris and myself now for several years. They've been to
almost 3 years now.
Okay, so 3 years, going on 3 years, 4 years. So been to several of the masterminds. So that's our high level. We call it the experience. So they've been to a couple of those and have attended all the trainings. And what I love about John and Laurie is they implement and take action. And I can't even keep up with them. Every time I talk to them, they're doing something else. So I love it. It's awesome. They've got several banking policies going. They've been doing a lot with land flipping. Now, you guys prior to this didn't really have much experience in like real estate and whatnot, right? Is that right?
No, not really. I mean, we were dabbling a little bit, but just sort of fumbling our way through until we met you guys and Chris and actually got Chris to mentor us for a good year or more. And you guys have been just helped us propel everything.
And you guys live up in Ohio, right?
Yes.
All right. So tell me a little bit about what your journeys look like over the last few years.
Wow.
Kind of putting you on the spot here, but
I wasn't prepared for that.
I asked
I guess when we met you guys, we were just like floundering. We had done our first flip and just sort of floundered with it. We had bought another one and of course didn't have any money. We used all our money and we were just stuck. So since then we've done probably we did we wholetailed a house. We did several more flips. I can't get the number. And we now have 4 or 5 rentals that we've collected since then. So I was totally unprepared.
That's all right. No. I know you guys have been up to a lot of stuff and
started the land flipping business. So I've been, building that and just hired a VA for that. And I'm just now starting the 8th. I got an administrative assistant starting with me. So just building that and getting that to rock and roll and
building your team. It takes a team.
Building our team. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. I asked that question because I know you guys are kind of newer to the whole like flipping and borrowing money and that kind of thing. But just because you're newer to that doesn't mean you're new to business and everything, all the effort and education and training and deals you've done already, like that have led up to this point. So
and we've been entrepreneurs. I mean, worked for ourselves for over 26 years now. So, I mean, we are not new to it. We've been in construction the whole time. John, we have a construction company. So we're not new, even though we're newer to borrowing and the lending and borrowing, we do both. So some of our money's out working and then we try to borrow other people's money and help their money get working too.
Yep, absolutely. And that's the key for today, right? We're going to talk about what you guys have going on. You're looking to borrow some money for a deal that you have going. So let's
we came across this amazing deal in this amazing community that you do not come across houses like this.
Yeah, so John and Laurie spent a lot of time putting together this perfect loan proposal. So what the Private Money Club is for, especially if you're new on here right now, this is a community to connect borrowers and lenders and borrowers. So if you have money, you're looking to put to work and make more money, secure it by real estate in a first lien position, and, get a nice monthly. Are you guys doing monthly income or monthly interest?
Yes, monthly
Okay,
interest.
so
Yes.
monthly interest coming in. So why we do these Money Club Mondays and what the Private Money Club is for, is so you can meet, if you're a lender, you can meet people like John and Laurie. So not everybody though has the opportunity to come on to Money Club Mondays like this, and not all the lenders are on here, meeting John and Laurie right now. So if we didn't have this, the next best thing is what we call the perfect loan proposal. And the perfect loan proposal is basically everything that we're talking about here today on one document. So if you're a lender and you see this deal that John and Laurie had, you say, well, I'd love to learn more about who John and Laurie are, learn more about the specifics of this deal. Well, you can get a hold of John and Laurie through Private Money Club and say, hey, can you send me the perfect loan proposal? They send it right over to you. You have everything you would need right there in front of you. So what we're doing today is kind of just talking through those documents. But at the end of the day, that's what that's for. And that's why we use that perfect loan proposal. So lenders have everything that they need in one location. So let me pull up.
So pull up the property lead one, because that is everything we need to know about the deal. And there you go.
All right. So this is like a property lead sheet. So tell me about this deal. It's in Ohio. It looks like
It's in Ohio. It is in a sought after gated private lake community. Very hard to get property in this area. We just happen to be at the right time, the right place. Yeah. And because of Private Money Club, we can offer cash. So we were able to take it down quick. Okay. This would have been a deal that would have had multiple offers, and we just had a bulldog realtor and was able to get in there and get it going. Yeah.
Very important. But, we got that team we talked about before.
Yes. It was amazing. It was amazing. So it's a great deal. The after repair value on this deal is like $603,000. There is a profit of about $116,000 be made on this. Okay. After everything.
Okay, so let's talk through the numbers a little bit. So you're looking to raise $413,000.
Yes.
So that's purchase. That's all the rehab required and everything.
Yes, yeah. Purchase price was with some closing costs and stuff, it's probably going to be around $229,000. Okay. We took it down for $225,000. Rehab with like soft holding costs and stuff's around $184,000. So the total investment would be $113,000.
Okay, so let's do this so everybody can see it. All right, so this property spec sheet, so it's showing the property information. So this is the address of the property, how they rate it as far as, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's 45 years old, square foot of the home, the lot size. So all the stuff you would want to know about the properties right here. They've done their homework. They know everything about it. You have your mechanical, so the furnace, the roof, the hot water heater, the plumbing's good, electrical's good. Just some positives, a private gated sought after lake community, like you're saying, high taxes, but that seems
of course. Yeah.
All right. And then we have the neighborhood analysis. So this is, homes around the area. So there's 11 properties for sale. Is that right?
Yeah, there's only 11 properties for sale, and they will not, like today, there's probably less. I mean, they do go fast in this neighborhood. Okay. And as you see, the list prices, $239,900 or $639,900, $659,900, $825,000. I mean, they are just really sought after properties in this community.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's listed at $825,000 and sold for $860,000.
Yeah.
3 days, and that's 3,700 square feet. You guys are at 4,000 square feet.
Yes. Now this was, I lowered our ARV because by a couple thousand, which I probably didn't have to do, only because we are across from the lake, and we are, there are no houses in front of that house. Lake view and the golf course is what you see there. That 860 was like on the lake. So,
okay. So you list that out right there in the comparables.
Yes, I explain all that out. Everything. I try to be really detailed, and I just really want to be, totally transparent for our lenders.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the more transparent, the better. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So then we get down to the property information. So again, just a couple pictures, and then this is where the numbers are going to start coming in. So we're looking at property taxes, which plays into holding costs. So you have all your other holding costs and everything: water, sewer, utilities, insurance, the HOA, a contingency, which is smart to put on there. So total monthly carrying costs. We have closing costs on here. So this is realtor commissions, attorney fees, everything built in right here.
Yeah, that's if we were to sell it.
So other closing costs, you have all that math done,
Yeah.
which is great.
Mhm.
And then total project costs. So then we look at 225 purchase, 3,500 in closing costs, the scope of work, they're putting out 176,000, which you probably have broken down here, right? Okay. So we'll get back to this in just a second. Loan payments, closing costs. So we have all that. You're expecting 6 months. Is that why that's 6?
That I probably did not change, but I'm expecting, I think I did this for a year. I must have made a mistake and didn't change that box.
Okay.
But I figured this all out for a year. We're expecting our goal is 8 months or before.
Okay. So do the rehab in about 6 months and then close it out?
Yes, but I did not change that. I should have changed that.
Yeah, no big deal at all. Yeah.
All my figures are done on a year, so.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Yeah.
So we have, let's see, loan to, let's see.
Well, yeah, the max loan that, you would be able to get at a bank, it maybe be 78%. So of the after repair value. So that would be 470. We're only asking for 413.
Right.
So that makes that good. Monthly payments would be 4,123.33 a month to our lender.
Okay. And that's at 12% annual?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So nice monthly income.
Nice monthly income.
Now, let me say this. If you had 2 investors that came to you with like 205 each, would you guys be able to put them together and do this?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't see an issue with that.
Okay. So
I would love to at least take down the 230, that would secure my closing on the 8th of August. So I really, really like to take that down if that would be possible first. So if somebody had like even 250 or something, that would be awesome to take that down. The rest we could secure later or vice versa, I just want to make it to closing on the 8th.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, that makes sense. So you need the 230, 250 by August 8th.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we can work on the other. If somebody has it coming in pretty quickly, we can get that going.
Yes.
So here's the bottom line is, while we're talking through this right now, if you are, considering lending, you have money to lend out right now, you have interest in this, what I would do is I would connect with Laurie and John immediately and talk to them about what you do have available, when that money's available, how much it is, so they can start putting this together. Because even if you have 2 people at 125 each, at least you can close the deal, and then we can work on finding the rehab money next. So we can definitely, so there's some flexibility in here on what that looks like. So I definitely recommend reaching out to John and Laurie right now to at least figure it out, even if you don't have the full 413.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If we could just take this down on the 8th, that would be amazing.
Okay, cool. All right, let's keep talking through this thing here. So the loan to value on that, what is it? About 68% loan to value, which is
there
great.
You go. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's
most banks are looking to lend out like 75 to 80%. So 68, you're below that. It's good.
Yes.
Your numbers all look good there. So then we have the scope of work that's broken down specifically.
Of course, it's like broken down really, generically. We do, if anyone wanted the actual scope of work, it's pages and pages long, but we would gladly email that to you.
Right. So this gives you a nice summary of 160,000 needed. They're allowing for 10% just in case.
Yes.
Which is always a smart thing to do. So 176 is what you have in for the work that he's done.
Yeah.
See.
And then with, so 176 is the, more or less the rehab. And then when we include some of the soft costs, it comes to like 184.
Okay. So looking at these pictures, like, tell me a little bit about what your vision is for this. Like, what are you planning on doing? Are you replacing, without me looking at the scope of work? Do you guys want to just talk about it?
Yeah.
Most of the windows in the house are actually in good condition. The exterior of their house basically needs stripped off. So that's going to get all brand new cement siding and trims on it. Of course, a new roof. decks will be repainted and then new hand railing installed. And that'll be aluminum in between parts of the uprights. And then the exterior, as far as the brick goes, that's all going to get repainted.
Yeah, it's gonna be all white, all stark white with black, just black windows.
Okay.
trim.
And then minor landscaping. Actually, the landscaping out there really isn't terrible. It just needs cleaned up a lot.
Okay.
That's pretty much the exterior, cleaning it
Yeah.
up, you know,
New garage doors,
new garage
new
doors,
sliders, new entry door.
new roof.
Yeah, that'll make a huge difference. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see that.
Huge. We just want to modernize it, you know, make it look appealing.
Right.
That
Right.
tree will be gone, so then you can actually see the front of the house.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, here's some more pictures.
That's the side patio. It doesn't really have a backyard, but when you're at the lake, you don't need a backyard, you know?
Should be
Right,
out
right,
enjoying
right.
the
You
lake.
should be out enjoying the lake. We're gonna make a nice, just a small fire pit area right there, a real nice one. But as you see, the deck's in great condition. So we just gonna, you know, stain it.
We get on the inside of the house.
Then we get on the inside. So
Yeah.
the kitchen's gonna be totally reconfigured. That wall where the back cabinets are is gonna be out open to the living room. Behind the kitchen is another room. That's gonna be a completely redone, completely gutted, new cabinets, new appliances, everything.
Okay, so the
Full
kitchen.
kitchen makeover.
Full kitchen.
And you guys have crews? for
Yeah.
Yes.
jobs? Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Have crews, have places we supply houses, all that.
Yeah, that's the advantage of coming from you guys' background with your experience is you have all that.
Right, with the construction company
Yeah.
and all that, it really does help. This is the entryway. It's like that turret. So this is all going to be LTV throughout the house, and then it's carpet up the steps and upstairs.
Okay.
But this will all be redone and new trims going up everywhere,
Yeah, new lighting.
new lighting.
Of course, all the electrical receptacles and switches and stuff like that all be updated,
Yeah.
changed out.
This is the family room looking out to the lake.
Yeah, it's really
And
pretty. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a loft.
Very
And then the
cool.
next room down, that is like a game room, family room behind the kitchen.
Any plans in there? Just the lighting and floors?
So, more cosmetic, you know,
Yeah.
flooring, lighting, probably paint the fireplace. And we have a huge barn beam that's going to go across there
Oh, cool.
from the barn that fell down right here on our property.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Yep.
Yeah,
so-
it's got 3 bathrooms. We are actually going to make, it has no master suite. So the master bedroom is enormous. So we are going to make a master suite, and the bathroom in the hall will be
become a half bath,
become a half bath. So this house will grow to a
3.5 bath.
3.5 bath instead of just a 3 bath.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so there's one on the upper level, one on the main level, and then there's one down in the bottom level. The lower level will be a totally another living area with a kitchen and everything.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah,
A mother-in-law suite type deal almost.
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So that's the master, only one half of it. So this master will be turned into a master suite, making that hall in the bathroom a half bath then.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then these are like bedroom. There's 2 bedrooms upstairs, huge, and
With
the
the
loft.
loft.
So
Loft
up
and
there is
bathroom.
just cosmetic.
Yes,
We're gonna
that's
do,
just
you
a
know,
refresh up there,
new
pretty much.
carpetings, new trim. We'll put, you know, modern trims and paint and all that. That's just the hallways, closets. All the doors in the place are gorgeous hardwood doors. This is the lower level, the basement level, which is going to be completely redone to a fabulous living area. There's a couple rooms that are just like storage areas. We're going to make one of those a bedroom. So now you'll have a bedroom down here. So you'll now go to a 4-bedroom house. And then this will be a totally living area. There's a wet bar back here. We're going to make a small kitchen.
Okay.
It's going to be a small L-shaped kitchen. So it's going to be a totally another living area.
Is there in and
And-
out for down there? Like, is there a separate entrance?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's right, lower level to the ground. So it's right out the garage door, separate entrance, which can also be an income suite. So you pull right into the garage and right into that place. It's got laundry room, which will all be redone. The mechanicals are all down there. They all look decent. That's a sump pump, which they all have to have at the lake. And then there's a 2-car garage,
200 amp service.
200 amp service.
So everything actually looked really, really good. I mean,
Yeah,
she's,
lots of cosmetics.
yeah, got a lot of cosmetics.
And just really making it to that, that there's a certain kind of people that move there. And so you have to appeal to those people. So this is the deal sheet. So 12% annual interest paid monthly for 1 year with the option, although our goal is 8 months. And we pretty much are on goal to this point. Of course, first lien if you fund the whole deal. The scenario purchase price with some closing costs, $229. Rehab with soft costs, $184. Total investment, $413. ARV, of course, would be 6035. Lender's return on investment, if kept the whole year, would be 49,560. I did it projected 8 months, would be $33,040.
Right.
You would get monthly interest, 4,130.
Awesome. Awesome. So you guys are just planning on just a straight flip. You're going to rehab it and sell it retail.
Yeah, as far as we know right now. I mean, there's always outs. We always have, a couple other outs. I don't ever want to be stuck with something or stick my lender with something. So I make sure I don't have only one out. So.
All right. Awesome. Well, I love it. I mean, you guys did an awesome job putting this together. I mean, I can't really even think of any questions myself. I mean, does anybody on right now? Does anybody have any questions for John and Laurie on this? And then you guys put together a perfect loan proposal too.
Yes, that's available also. And that would have all our financials, all our business documents, for the companies. We have 3 companies. Everything's in there. Our taxes, we can provide that. We can provide whatever you need. And most of it's in that perfect loan proposal.
Yeah, let me, I'm just going to show the cover page on it just so people know what we're talking about.
Sure.
I won't get into the financials. All right, so this is the perfect loan proposal. So you can see what they're just talking about, all their company information and everything. But so these are the different sections of their perfect loan proposal. So if you are looking to do business with John and Laurie and lend them money, then what this is one of the things that they can send to you that they put together. It tells you all about them, what they've done, their financials, their corporation, everything that you would need to make an educated decision will be in this document right here. So, like we're talking about, just tells you a little bit about what they've done and, their company and some of the different numbers and things like that. So they can send this over to you if you want to learn more, and then you guys can, hop on the phone and chat about it and get some money flowing that way. But let's see.
Yep, absolutely. I look forward to talking to some of you guys.
So let's see here. Alan said, when did you guys start your process from the first time you got the idea or saw the house to today, the presentation we have seen?
Ooh, well, Saturday. Last Saturday, we actually sat on the couch. The property dropped in our lap. I have not talked to our realtor for a while, the one that we like to work with, because she's a bulldog. For some reason, she gave us a call. We're sitting here looking at this house. She said, you guys popped in my head while I was doing dishes and I felt like you needed me. I was like, Judy, go see this house. Went and seen it the next day, put an offer on it immediately and signed papers that evening, and then worked on getting the proposal, the pictures together, all that together all week. And here we are. So you gotta be fast. You gotta take them down and do it fast.
Yeah, but like we talked about before, though, that week of you putting this together has been 3 years in the making of being prepared to be able to put that together,
Absolutely, because I mean, it's all about getting that perfect loan proposal started. I mean, I would get that started if you have a deal or not. Like, just work on getting that. Once you have the template, then it's just replacing. It's just repeating what you've done with different pictures, different house.
Right.
and, adding your information each year, updating it. But I would suggest anyone interested, you start working on that perfect loan proposal now, because that takes time.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jason was saying, he joined late. Is this a rehab for sale or rent? So Jason, this is a rehab deal that John and Laurie are currently closing on and purchasing. They're going to do a full rehab on it that we were just showing and talking about the scope of work, and then they're going to sell this on the retail market. So they're buying it for whatever those 230. Was that at 230, 225?
Yeah, about 230, and
225, a
the
couple hundred thousand
rehab.
in rehab, and selling it for 603. So there's a lot of profit in the deal. It's going to be about 8 months door to door.
I know that we could totally rent this. You are allowed to rent in that community, and of course you have to go through a whole rigmarole, but this is 2 actually rentals. This is going to be a complete living first floor, and then you have the whole upper 2 floors. So, I mean, there are different outs for this job, for this project. And I always suggest having different outs. You can't go into a project and just think you're going to do it and sell it. I mean, that's great. You can, but what if you can't?
Yeah.
So what if the market changes or things happen? You need to make sure you have a couple ways out, always.
Yeah, no, they definitely have a more exit, we call them exit strategies
Yes.
in the industry. But no, very, very important. So, so Donna said, sadly, her money's tied up, but looks like an awesome project. A lot of people are saying they can't wait to see the rehab pictures when you're all done. So please make sure you share those with us. We'll bring it back.
Yes, we're going to, yeah, for sure. I mean, we have several lenders we work with, but obviously, I think that counts too. I mean, they were all, ready, but don't have their money ready. That's what happens when you slack. Being the market that it is, it's taken us a little longer. We really make sure that they're good deals before you jump in, just because of the market.
Yeah, that's a lot of deals.
So we can't, if you can keep moving with lenders, a lot of time they just want to just jump right back in.
Right.
I mean, that's what ours wanted to do. They just want to jump back in. So, but I'm anxious to work with some new people, make some new relationships.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's a wonderful thing. So they just posted this deal on Private Money Club, and you guys can, reach out on there. But Laurie or John, just from right now, what would be the best way somebody should contact you? Should they text you, email you, call you? What's your preferred?
All of the above, whatever they want, we are here to service.
Okay, give me one of your phone numbers. Let me just put that in there for right now, so in case somebody wants to.
330 340 3065.
That's good.
I noticed on the property lead sheet, I put my phone number wrong. How about that? So 330-340-3065. That's my number.
All right, perfect. So just reach out to Laurie for now, or like I said, you guys, her email, everything's on Private Money Club, so you can reach out that way as well. But Laurie and John, I'm super excited for you guys. Congratulations on this.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, you'll make some great money on it, but more importantly, I just think it's gonna be cool to watch you guys do the whole process. I mean, it's so neat to,
oh yeah,
especially an older house like that, that's like that big, beautiful style overlooking the lake. It's just old and hasn't been cared for. So watching somebody come in and make that all big and beautiful again.
Oh man, and the neighborhood, the actual lake is just, they're ecstatic that somebody's going to do something with that house. Like, yeah, they're so ecstatic. So it is going to be an amazing project. We're stoked.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited for you guys. So keep us updated. Like you said, you do need to close on in the next couple weeks by August 8th at the latest. So let's definitely reach out.
That's what I would at least like to get, the 230, 250, get that down. If someone can't do the whole thing, and at least close that up. I mean, we have the means to start on the project.
All right, cool guys. All right. Well, at this point, if nobody has any other questions for John and Laurie, I'm going to pivot over and bring on Greg Dale. So he's another borrower that I wanted to introduce you guys to. But John and Laurie, thanks again, guys. We'll see you in Buffalo.
Right, thank you. Bye.
Talk to you soon. So now we have Greg Dale joining us. I've been talking with Greg back and forth for the last couple months now. And Greg's been in the Private Money Club now for several months. And he had done a lot of real estate deals in the past, and he's kind of just getting back into the business now. So as soon as Greg transitions over to the panelist side, we're going to start talking about what he's got going on and what his plans are for different deals. There you are, Greg. You got it to work. How are you?
Sure.
So thanks for hopping on here, Greg. So let's talk a little bit about, like I said, I've talked to you several times. So, I know a little bit about your background, but if you want to maybe just start with kind of that, like what, I know you've done real estate in the past and getting back into it, but like, where are you? Like, what's that look like? Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm in Southeast Michigan, suburbs north of Detroit, Macomb County. Do most of my investing in Macomb and Oakland County. I've been a realtor for 32 years. So I think when I started, I even had hair. So that was, it's been a while. So yeah, I've been in this business pretty much my whole life. I really want to concentrate more on my investment side of things now. So I've done flips, done 18 flips. I've done rentals. I worked for Keller Williams Lakeside. We are pretty much top 500 of all companies in the United States. I've done over 650 deals. Full transparency. I mean, I've been in real estate 32 years. I've been licensed. My last flip that I did was in 2010. Just so everybody knows. Quick sob story. The reason for that is 2006, early 2007, I got completely blindsided with a divorce that I didn't see coming after 20 years of marriage. So then, obviously, after that, 07, 8, 9, 10, even 11 and 12, you had the recession, so that between those two things, I got totally wiped out. Back in 2010, I was also basically forced to take a W-2 job because they don't like 1099 jobs with a friend of the court. So I had to do that until the child support was paid. I had 2 daughters. And so that was about 8, 9 years. So that took me to like 2019, pretty much got everything ready to go, back into investing. And then my dad became ill, fell. I ended up having to take care of him for 6 months. He passed away. Got things worked out with that. 2020 comes and I pretty much got some seed capital ready to rock and roll in February, and then COVID hit in March. So that's the reason of the gap there. Realistically, I would have been rehabbing, buying everything I could.
All right. No, I mean, it's, life definitely happens sometimes and we got to do what we got to do. I mean, you got to pivot and you got to turn when life demands that. So, the fact you kind of stuck around real estate and, have continued to work on the retail, realtor side of things and, looking to get back into what now, there's nothing wrong with that at all,
Yeah. I made sure I kept my license. I made sure I kept up on the market. I made sure so I didn't lose all that. I mean, I definitely have the knowledge. I'm thrilled I found you guys, in the Private Money Club. That's just going to make things roll faster. So, yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it.
Yeah. Now I know you've been working on the perfect loan proposal. And so I wanted to bring that up and kind of just show, what you've been able to put together. Now, as of right now, you don't have an active deal and you're more looking for relationships right now so you can get these deals in place. Is that right?
Yeah. One thing I do understand from being in real estate is definitely a relationship business. You've got to network like crazy. Back when things were rolling, I had 1,300 people in my sphere of influence. So it's communication. Yeah, I'm looking probably in the next, I'd say 2 weeks to really start DMing, direct messaging a bunch of the lenders in Private Money Club, introducing myself, just, have them read my bio. I've reached out to a few already, but yeah, that's the biggest goal in the next 2 weeks. But yeah, Laurie's right. This perfect loan proposal takes a while. especially if you're like me and you're not proficient in PowerPoint, get to work on it if you do. I wanted to just get something in your hands. This is definitely a work in progress for me. You know, I'll keep working on this and adding to it, but for the most part, yeah. I don't have a deal yet. I have, you know, this right here, you can see, this is the last 2 weeks of listings. And these are not just listings. These are houses that need work, houses that I'd probably write an offer on probably 70% of those. That's just the last 2 weeks. So the way I have this set up, I've got searches set up that just email me constantly every day. You know, I've got word searches. And so I go through those and narrow them down and then just go from there. So.
All right. Yeah. So you're actively, you know, you understand the market, you understand, you know, what a deal is, what a good deal is, and what needs to be done. So, and you're looking for somebody to partner on the money side, obviously. So let's talk a little bit more about this perfect loan proposal though. So, you know, what you've been able to put together is a little bit about you. So your company's Compass Investment Group, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, let's see. So we can, you know, kind of go through this just a little bit. So you guys specialize purchase, rehabbing, and flipping of distressed and foreclosed properties. And you find some probate stuff as well. So there's different ways that you find deals, along with what you're saying with your email searches and your criteria and everything set up, right?
I also use I belong to probably 18 different wholesaling groups.
Okay.
So I use them to bring me the offers, because at my company we can't wholesale, which I think it's too time consuming. I'd rather do it this way anyway.
All right. You try and stay in the 80 to 350 range, depending on the area. So kind of more quick flips.
Yeah, where I live, believe me, there are plenty of houses up to $1 million if I wanted them. But you'd be surprised how many houses over 500,000 probably need to be gutted. You know, so, but in the area I'm in, yes. And I think with the way the market's going to be, is I really want to stay under the 400,000. I think we'll be okay there. But yeah, I live and invest in a very, very good area. Macomb and Oakland County are probably the 2 of the top 4 counties in the entire state.
Okay. All right. And then you have some good relationships. So do you have contractors in place? Do you have people that are going to do the work and the rehab, like already lined up, or what's that look like for you?
Yes. When I knew I was getting back into this, I still had all my records. So I went back and contacted everybody that did work for me. And every one of them, except for 2, was still in business for themselves. So they were, you know, and I had a great relationship with them. They knew me. They knew they were going to get the work. They knew what was expected. They knew we were just going to go house to house and go. So all of them are excited. All of them are ready to rock and roll. The only thing, I got to find a plumber. My plumber retired, and what else was there? Oh, painter. I can find painters left and right. But you see there in vision, the way, you know, my goal is to write, realistically, I think I can write about 30, 40, 50 offers a month, and, you know, see what sticks, and hopefully get, you know, 3 to 5, possibly more a month in deals. And if I can do that, I think that'll be great. One thing I think, especially lenders or just people in general don't understand is, you know, if you do 3 to 5, everybody thinks you got to have, you know, all these people working for you and whatever. And you really don't, other than, you know, your main handyman. You know, roofing and windows and, you know, HVAC and landscape and everything. Those are 1-day jobs. Electrical might be a couple days, you know, but other than painting and the actual, you know, replacing kitchens and doors and base and stuff, everything else is pretty much a 1-day job. So the only thing you need more, as far as a crew, you would need more crews to go and do the handyman stuff, you know, the installations and stuff.
Okay.
But I think 3 to 5 a month is actually doable. I do.
Yep, that's what you're aiming for. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, 3 or 4 deals at a time is good.
right.
All right, so just by the numbers, 32 years of experience in real estate with managing large agents. Let's see, 18 number of flips you've completed, 18 flips back in '03 to 2010. So that's great. A lot of experience working with contractors. Um, you're ready to go with different teams to sell the properties, get the work done. And you've done a lot of transactions, so you understand the process and different exit strategies and things of that nature, right?
Right, right.
Okay, cool. So you create win-win situations. Love that. Integrity, accountability, commitment, communication, all good stuff. Success important. Um, yeah, it's kind of what you guys look to do. So obviously, you have a good plan for your company and a good vision, and the different reasons to work with you. I love it. I mean, you can kind of highlight some of this stuff, but before I do that, if anybody has any questions for Greg or wants to know anything else about Greg, let us know. But Greg, also what I want to do is get in kind of what, like I said, you're looking for a money partner. Maybe we could talk a little bit about why you want to get that money partner now, even before you have deals available and things like that, people you could start working with. So when the deals, maybe like the proof of funds and what that looks like, whether the money's coming from a retirement account or a policy. But with Greg right now, he's really looking just to build some solid relationships at this point right now. So I just want you guys to understand that. So Greg, if you want to talk a little bit more about that, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is, finding the houses and doing the work and everything. That's not going to be an issue. I've got the experience, I've got the knowledge, I've got everything in place for that. When I write the offers, they need to be cash offers. So for me to be able to write a cash offer, especially if it's on the MLS, so if it's off market, okay, but if it's on the MLS, the cash offer, another realtor, the listing agent, is going to ask where the money's coming from. They want to see the proof of funds. And usually when we, as the listing agent, and you ask the other agent for proof of funds, they're going to show you a bank statement. They're going to show you a self-directed IRA. In our case, I know there's a lot of people on here that do IBC and stuff like that. So it could be, a page from that and explaining, I explained to them, but they're going to want to see it and they got to see it up front. So what I'm looking to do is possibly, like I said, I don't care if the person who helps me out or who wants to partner with me on that, I don't care if they're the actual lender on the property. I just need a piece of paper. I'll get it funded through, through all the other lenders that we have. Basically, yeah, if somebody, and that's going to be, setting the relationships with the people in the private money club. But if somebody is willing to just, take a screenshot or whatever of an IBC page, of an illustration or, self-directed IRA, the only thing the other agent's going to want to see is a recent date, a name, and a balance. Everything else, addresses, account numbers, stuff like that can be redacted out. It can all be blacked out. But yes, I know I'm going to have to establish that relationship first with somebody or some people. And I'm actually working on it on my end too. But with all the people in the Private Money Club, people understand this. That's why they're in the Private Money Club. They understand, the process. So it'll probably be easier explaining that to somebody who's lending all the time, in the Private Money Club. So, but yeah, that's the first order of business. Yes.
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, when it comes to terms on deals that you guys are going to be doing together, what kind of terms are you willing to pay on a deal? Like, what's that look like for you? Like, what's ideal?
Pretty much everything's negotiable. I'll do the, it'll be 12 to 15%, for sure. I can do monthly payments, or it can be a lump sum at the end. Most of the deals I've done have been lump sum, which, but like I said, I can do monthly too. I think one thing, I talked to somebody who's going to lend on another deal, and they were like, Well, how do I know if you're gonna only pay me at the end? How do I know, you're gonna have the $8,000 or whatever it is in interest to pay me? And the one thing, if it's structured correctly, you got the mortgage, you got the note. What I think some people don't understand is that money is not going to come from me. It's going to come from the title company. That's why you record the mortgage and the note. So if you've got $100,000 deal and I'm paying 12%, let's just say it takes a full year, and you're expecting to get $12,000 back. So with your principal, the 100,000 plus the 12,000, that money comes from the title company. I'm not the one who's cutting you a $12,000 check. So you're guaranteed, for lack of a better word, of getting all of your money back. Now, if you want a monthly amount, then I'll work that, I can accomplish that too. And then you'll get a monthly check. That will come from me, obviously. I don't know if I should say this up front, but I have paid points, before, on the back end, a couple, I don't want to, that's why I don't want to get into hard money. Hard money is just, especially now that I found you guys. There is a company out there. Actually, they're called privatelenders.com. And they've got thousands and thousands and thousands of people in there. And literally that company is nothing more than thousands and thousands and thousands of hard money lenders all over the country. They don't do quote unquote private lending. So they want 18%. They want, 7 points. They want, you've got to have a 620 credit score or more. They want, all these other things. You've got to have 30% into the deal. You've got to have, with Private Money Club, none of that exists, and it's awesome.
Absolutely. I mean, the private money, like we talk about it all the time. There's so many different reasons, and the ease of the money, and all of that definitely goes into it. So, so John's saying, what is a win-win for return on investment to make you more competitive? And John, that's what he's saying, like kind of building the relationship, you guys talk and figure out what makes sense for you. Greg is in a position right now where he's getting, back into flipping houses. It's been 10 years, and he's looking for somebody that can be there with him, on the money side while he gets into this. So you guys talk about, what would make sense if you're the private money lender for Greg, what makes sense for you to do that together, so where you guys both are able to get this going, you both are able to make money with it, and it creates those win-win situations.
I can be as competitive as I need to be. The great thing also is I don't have any partners anymore. It's just me. Before, you got to run everything by your partner. No, we don't want to do that. No, we don't want to buy that. No, we don't want to. And back when, 2008, 2009, I wanted to buy every single property I walked in. And my partner was like, well, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know, and that just drove me nuts. So I'm the one you're going to deal with. I'm the one that's going to negotiate it. I'm the one who, and like I said, I have everything going for me: the knowledge, the contractors, the company. I work for the best company in the state, the #1 company in the state. I don't have a big cash outlay for people working for me, because I can utilize, that was the number 15 you saw on By Numbers. I can utilize my office. I mean, we've got over 400 agents. We're the biggest office in Macomb County. So I can utilize, we've got a transaction coordinator. We've got a listing coordinator, a closing coordinator. We even got a, what is she called? Director of First Impressions, so I've got all of that at my disposal. So I don't have to, all I have to do is find the properties and get the funding. So that's the easy part. So you'll only be dealing with me. There's no other person to negotiate with. If I tell you it's going to be, then, and I've got the note, I've got the mortgage, I've got all of that's ready to rock and roll. The one thing I didn't include in there, I got to get with Andrew, because I couldn't figure out the combined PDF thing, and I was just too stressed out to get on here today. So I was like, all right, I'll talk to Andrew later about it. But that's the only thing, was my LLC papers.
Yeah, no big deal on that. I mean, I love how you did put a few of the different comps that you've done in the past. I mean,
right.
3 months, $30,000 profit, 48 days, 17,000 profit. I mean, you clearly know how to find a house and do a little bit of work to it and get it resold for a profit, and that's what this game's all about. And the quicker you can do it, the better. I mean, I love what you're doing there. These lower prices too.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, those are from like 2005 and 6. Like that bottom house just resold for, I think, 274
Right.
about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But it's the same principle. It's all the process. And like I said, if I can usually just walk into a house. I know what my the cost on my roof is going to be based on size of the house. I know the cost of a furnace and central air. It's pretty much going to be the same all the time. I know, the cost of the doors and the windows so I can pretty much walk in. Of course, I go back and double check the numbers and underwrite it. But I can pretty much walk into a property. I already know what it's worth before I go into it.
Mhm.
I've already run comps and figured out what I would, before I even go in. So that way all I have to do is go in, see if I like the layout. That's the first thing I do. And then, needs a kitchen, needs a bathroom, needs doors, check off on my list, go run the numbers, and if the numbers work, I write an offer.
I love it. I
And
love where you put right here. You're a very proud father of 2 daughters, one in
Yes.
grad school and one just begun medical school. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yes, they are some awesome kids. The only bad thing is Madison left me for med school, and she's my PowerPoint expert, and so, but yeah.
Part of your team left you.
Yeah, my whole team left me, right?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so a couple people saying they love to chat with you more. So what's a good way to get a hold of you, Greg? I know you're on the Private Money Club, so anybody can reach out to you on there. I know you're happy to send over this perfect loan proposal you've put together so they can learn more. But how would somebody get a hold of you? Phone, email, what's the best?
Probably best is email, which
Okay.
is probably the best one would be gdale33@gmail. All of my information is on the Private Money Club. If you're if you're a member, just go to my profile, that or phone number. Email is probably quickest because I have a tendency, I'm out in my car a lot, and I have a tendency to leave it in the car while I'm looking at houses or doing other stuff, instead of carrying it around with me. But yeah, that or my phone. If you want to put my phone in there, it's 586-206-2197. And you can even 2197. And if you call and I don't, yeah, that's right. And if I don't text me, just shoot me a text, tell me your name, and from Private Money Club, and I'll call you. I usually get back to everybody within 30 to 60 minutes tops. But yeah, I'd love to talk to anyone and everyone, and get this. I'm ready to roll. I mean, I'm excited. So
well, that's what I love about Private Money Club too, is, somebody like yourself that has a lot of experience, you have all the pieces together ready to, be successful in some real estate transactions, and you're already in the business, just want to get back more on the investor side of things. And all you need to make all of this happen is a little bit of money. And so
Exactly.
everybody that has a little bit of money right now, whether it's from retirement accounts or from policies just sitting, or you got to keep that money moving. I mean, inflation and everything is not going away. So get that money moving. So everybody is able to get with somebody like you that has all this experience, and you guys both are able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and one other quick thing on that is I know, because I've gone through, a bunch of people's profiles, and know the amount of money people are lending, and there's actually quite a few people in there that are in the 25 to 50 to 100 club. And most real estate in most areas of the country, that's not enough. So I have absolutely no problem, zero problem in having 2, 3, 4 lenders on a property. If I got a $200,000 deal and there's 4 people on there at 50,000, great, let's do it. Not a problem. I know. Was Jared Caraway? I know I know that he's got a nice deal on there, and I think there's 3, 4, 5 people that are lending on it, including Chris, I think. So, but yeah, I mean, I like to solve problems. If I've got a deal and let's just talk and sit down. Well, I can't sit down. But I figure out how to make things happen. That's my job as a realtor. And that's, like I said, I really want to do the investing thing. I really want to get back into it. I enjoy it a lot. Unlike Chris. I think Chris's problem is he lives in New York and has buku regulations.
Yeah.
That I don't have a lot of that where I live. There's very little of that.
Yeah, it makes a big difference for sure.
Right.
For sure. All right, cool, Greg. Well, I love it, man. I mean, appreciate all your hard work and time putting all that together. I know it was a lot, but you're done with it now at the end of the day, and you're ready to build some relationships and get some deals going with those on here that have the money. So like I said, reach out to Greg. I put in his email and phone number in the chat box or on Private Money Club. You guys start developing that initial talks and initial relationship and kind of build it from there. And then, of course, John and Laurie do have a deal ready to go right now. So if you got money you're looking to lend right this second, definitely reach out to John and Laurie as well. And if I can help anybody, please reach out to me as well. I'll be up in South Carolina this coming weekend at a re-up event in Columbia, South Carolina. So if anybody's attending that, can't wait to see you guys. And then, of course, in 2 weeks from now, we'll be up in Buffalo for the Money School Essentials training. But Greg, I appreciate you being on here. And yeah, I'm sure you'll connect with some people on here and get some things rolling. So I'm excited for you to get that. Let me know how I can help you as well, of course. And other than that, guys, everybody have a great week. Anything else, Greg?
No, I'm good. Thanks for inviting me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. All right, guys, we'll see you this week. We'll talk to you this week. We'll see you next Monday, and we'll go from there. Everyone have a great week. Thanks so much.